Hey there, everybody. Welcome to RVA BizLaw episode 3. We are talking about franchising today, one of my favorite topics. Franchising has a huge impact on our economy today, with an estimated $2 trillion worth of economic impact. Here in Virginia, there are over 25,000 franchise businesses open today, employing thousands upon thousands of people, generating millions of dollars. If you look at the big picture, there are over 6,000 companies that have franchised their business models over the years, involving every conceivable industry or business segment known to mankind. At any given time, there are 3,000 or so franchises actively selling franchises across the country. Currently in Virginia, there are a record number of franchise systems actively offering franchises for sale in Virginia. Virginia, as you may or may not know, is one of about a dozen so-called registration states, which means, among other things, that before a franchisor can sell a franchise in Virginia, they have to go through a formal registration and approval process. And according to the State Corporation Commission Division of Securities and Retail Franchising, right now there are over 1,400 companies registered to sell franchises in Virginia. So lots of choices out there, regardless of what your experience or passion is. There is a company out there franchising for you. From a big picture perspective, franchising is nothing more than a system of distributing goods and services. You drive up and down West Broad Street, you look to your right, look to your left, you will see dozens of examples of franchised businesses. From a legal perspective, a franchise relationship has 3 key elements. Number 1, you have a fee element. Are you paying someone else for the right to start and operate this business? A trademark element. Number 2, are you doing business using someone else's name, logo, branding? And number 3, the control or assistance element. Are you operating your business by someone else's playbook, more or less? If those 3 elements are present, then you've got a franchise, regardless of how the opportunity or relationship is labeled or billed. You search online, you find lots of opportunities packaged and marketed in different ways. Some are referred to as licensing arrangements, some are distributorships, business opportunities, and others. But if those 3 elements are present, fee, trademark, control, assistance, you're talking about a franchise. And that's important to understand because the law regulates franchising to a much higher degree than other types of business relationships. Franchising is regulated both at the federal level with disclosure requirements, the franchise disclosure document that a franchisor is required to give its prospects at least 2 weeks before a contract can be signed or money changes hands, and at the state level. In Virginia, there are 2 types of franchise laws. The registration laws, which we just talked about, but also relationship laws. Various aspects of the franchise relationship are regulated or controlled by state law in an effort to protect consumers, the franchise owners, and to some degree level out the playing field between franchisors and franchisees, which has traditionally been very one-sided, and to some extent that's an essential component of a successful franchise system. We'll talk about that later. But the thing to keep in mind, if you are a company looking to grow your business through development of a franchise system, or if you are simply looking to embark on an adventure as a business owner, maybe for the first time, franchising, when done correctly, is a fabulous way of doing business. But at its core, franchising is contractual in nature. And the relationship between a franchisor and a franchisee is going to be governed by a franchise agreement. Critically important document, particularly for a franchise owner, probably one of the 2 or 3 most important contracts you'll ever sign. So very important to do your research, review the franchise agreement carefully, understand what you are committing yourself to, and again, not to be afraid to negotiate. Virginia is the only state in the country that requires franchisors to negotiate with its prospective franchisees over franchise agreement terms. Doesn't mean you get everything you ask for as a franchisee. Doesn't necessarily mean you get anything you ask for. But having a guaranteed seat at the bargaining table is a valuable right that you should take advantage of. We're going to talk a little bit more in the next episode, episode 4, about franchise agreements and some things to consider and look out for. And I'm also going to share with you my thoughts on 5 companies here in the Richmond area that I think are well poised to be franchisors. More on that next time. Be sure to visit us online, rvabizlaw.com, and if you have questions, please pass them along. Take care.